Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel Cakes by MK. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get perfect stripes on your buttercream cakes. Buttercream stripes do look pretty complicated, but I promise you they are not that difficult to achieve. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my tips and tricks on how to get those perfect stripes. Also, if you're new to my channel, then please click the subscribe button below and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you're updated whenever I upload a new video. But apart from that, stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So to start off, you want to begin with a crumb-coated cake. So what I've got here today is an 8-inch 3-layer vanilla cake, which I've crumb-coated in a vanilla Swiss meringue buttercream. Now, if you're not quite sure what a crumb coat is, it's basically your first layer of buttercream that you put onto your cake, and that's what's going to trap all the crumbs, and then we put our cake into the fridge for the icing to become nice and firm, and then we put our final layer of buttercream on so that none of the crumbs appear on our outer layer of buttercream. So this cake's been sitting in the fridge for about an hour, so the buttercream is really nice and firm, so we can go ahead and put our final layer of buttercream on. Now I've got some more vanilla Swiss meringue buttercream here, which I'm going to be adding as the outer layer to my cake. And the first key thing you want to keep in mind when making a striped buttercream cake is you want to make your outer layer really thick. So don't worry, a lot of the icing will come off, but just make sure you do a really nice thick layer around the edges of the cake. So this is basically just like, you know, icing a cake how you normally would. Then I'm just adding a really nice thick layer around the edges of the cake. Alright, now once you've got your really thick buttercream on your cake, then the next step is just to smooth it out with a cake scraper, just the way that you normally would. And just make sure that you're not scraping off too much of your buttercream because you still want to have that really nice thick layer of buttercream. Now I'm just going to go ahead and fill in any of the holes in the buttercream and then scrape it out again. Then I'm just smoothing it out again. And then once you've smoothed out the sides of your cake, you just want to smooth out the top, and the way that I'm going to do that is by just holding my cake scraper at a slight angle and dragging the excess buttercream towards the middle of the cake. And once you finish smoothing out the top of your cake, the next thing you want to do is you want to scrape the sides of your cake with a cake scraper like this. So this is a striped buttercream cake scraper. So as you can see, it's already got those striped designs which are cut out on it. And that's what's going to help us achieve the stripes on the side of our cake. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to start gently scraping the sides of the cake and then just keep going until you start seeing really beautiful stripes appear. Now this cake scraper that I've got has got both wide stripes and thin stripes, but today I'm going to be using the thin stripe side. And just remember to scrape off any excess buttercream every time you're scraping the side. And then once those really nice stripes have appeared, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to smooth out the top of my cake. Now once you've smoothed out the top of the cake, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop this cake into the fridge for about an hour for the icing to become really nice and firm, and then we're going to come back to add our coloured stripes to the cake. So our cake is out of the fridge now, the buttercream is really nice and firm, so we can go ahead now and add our coloured stripes to our cake. So the way that I'm going to do that is I've got some more vanilla Swiss meringue buttercream here which I have coloured blue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my piping bag that I filled it in, and I've just got a large round tip nozzle at the end. And I'm going to go ahead and pipe buttercream into all of the little stripes which are empty at the moment. And once you finish piping the buttercream onto your cake, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to grab our cake scraper and we're going to start scraping around the cake. Now when you first do this, it's going to look really messy and you're going to be like, this definitely doesn't look like nice stripes, but as you keep scraping, your nice clear stripes will appear. And as you're scraping, just make sure that you wipe off any excess buttercream every time you scrape. Now before you finish scraping, there may be some places where there are little tiny holes. So for example, over here I'm missing some buttercream. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in some more of the blue buttercream and then just keep scraping until I'm happy with the look. Now before I do my final scrape, I'm just going to wipe down my cake scraper to get rid of any of that blue buttercream, and then we should be done with our stripes. Now once you finish with the stripes on your cake, I'm all done with mine and I'm really happy with how they've come out. Then the last thing to do is just to clean the tops of our cake and then we're done. Now as you can see, my top stripe is a blue stripe, but then the top of my cake is white. So if you want, you can go ahead and fill the top color as the same color as your top stripe so that it's kind of all the same color. But I'm actually going to be continuing to decorate this cake after this video with a drip on the top. So I'm just gonna clean it up and just leave it like that because you won't be able to see the top anyway. Now I've got a few little holes on the edges of my cake, so I'm just going to fill them up with some more buttercream and then smooth it out, and then I'm done. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean the bottoms of my cake board. And there you have it, our beautiful striped buttercream cake is all done. Now you guys can go ahead and continue to decorate your striped buttercream cakes however you like. I'm actually going to be turning this one into a 3-tiered Alice in Wonderland cake, which is going to be my next video, so keep an eye out for that. But apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this, and thanks again for watching Cakes by MK.